शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। To test the genuineness of the Atma-jnana gained by Shishya Janaka, Guru Ashtavakra takes objection to the Vishaya Vyavahara of the Jnani. Shishya Janaka on his parts scrutinizes all these akshepas, the objections with respect to his vyavahara with the world, with the vishayas, in light of Atmanubhava and delighting in the Jnana Drishti that he has got. He tells the Guru very clearly all the vyavahara is possible for a jnani depending on one's own prarabdha. Let us see now chapter 4, stanza 1. Hantatmajnasya dhirasya khelato bhogalilaya नहि संसारवाही कैहि मूढ़ैः सह समानता। हन्त आत्मज्ञस्य धीरस्य भोगलीलया खेलतः संसारवाहिकैः मूढ़ैः सह नहि समानता। So, Vayu is called as Badhitanuvritti, with the meaning of which we have already seen in detail. In conformity with the negation that in reality the all Vishayas, the entire Jagat is not there in the wake of Paramartha Darshana. Badaha, there is that knowledge, that's this such and such thing, badaha of a given thing. The badaha of a given thing is the knowledge that the particular thing doesn't exist in Kalatraya. Kalatraye nasti iti bodhaha. That it doesn't exist in 3 periods of time, though appears to be there, experienced as though it is there. So like your dream, or this Rajju Sarpa, the Sarpa which is seen in the Rajju. So based on that, in 6 shlokas it says that this objections are not relevant to a jnani. Of course, the one who is jnana nishtha, one who has got thorough atma sakshatkara and is able to command at will the atma anubhava. Hanta, here hanta is explanatory word. It can mean ayo also, but it is here in the sense of harsha, out of joy, out of delight. They say hanta. Atmadnyasya dhirasya. See, this hanta harsha is on account of atmadnyanolasita, delighted in the atma swarupa. So in the sense of joy, say, hey Guru, O Guru, atmadnyasya dhirasya. In the case of atmadnya, who is this atmadnya? The one who knows oneself, the atma, to be the sarvadhisthana, sarvadhisthanatāya swātmānam jnānataha. The one who knows the atma to be the adhisthana, the basis of entire creation. So, and for that very reason, the one who is dhirasya, one who is dhira, really dhira, the one whose mind is not perturbed, not disturbed on account of vishayas. So, avikshipta chittasya. One who is not disturbed, one who is not perturbed on account of vishayas, in the case of such a atmajnani, bhogalilaya khelataha. On account of prarabdha, see, if at all some vishaya bhogadi are there, so they are only a sport. So bhogalilaya means vishaya bhogadi rupaya lilaya. By the sport, lila, the sport of vishaya bhoga, etc., the sense indulgence in the sense object, etc., if they are there, if he is engaging in that, that is also how on account of a prarabdha vasha, not that he has got raga, dvesha, etc. So prarabdha has got him to take to this, and in this manner, khelataha, one who is playing, one who is sporting, of such a person, khelataha, of such person, dhirasya, samsaravahikaihi moodaihi saha nahi samanata. You can't compare that person with these varieties. What are those? Samsaravahikaihi moodaihi. Moodaihi, these people were avivekis in the sense they have got identification of the body, deha, etc. That itself they take as atma, who are samsaravahika. Samsaravahika literally means the animals steeped in samsara, the animals abiding in the samsara. In the sense, the animals like donkey, bull, etc. are used to carry the load. Likewise, these people are like the animals carrying the load of samsara. So therefore, samsaravahikaihi moodaihi. With these animals who are carrying the load of samsara means adnani samsaris, with them, saha, along with them, nahi samanata. Though you can't compare them, they are not tulya, they are not equal to the ignorant samsari. Is also told by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Tattva vittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. Tattvavit mahabaho Arjuna, the one who knows the distinction between this principle of guna and karma. So karmas are accomplished by gunas. Gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, gunas is product the upadhi. So gunaha guneshu vartante. These gunas engage themselves in gunas. I don't do anything. Me, Atma, is totally asanga, aloof from this. So it is also by told by Lord Krishna, Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manneta tattvavid pashyan srinvan sprishan jigran ashnan gachan swapam shwasan. Like this, in spite of activities going on at the Upadi embodiment level. So Tattvavid, what he knows, Naiva Kinchit Karomiti, Yuktaha, Yuktaha Manyeta. The one whose mind is absorbed in Atma Swarupa, he knows that I, Atma, do not do anything whatsoever. So like that being the case. So this Jnani cannot be compared with the Ajnani Samsaris. If he is engaged in some bhoga, Vishaya that also on account of Prarabdha, not on his own volition, not on his own raga and dveshas. The question comes now, if the jnani who is engaged in the samsara vyavahara, how she should not be compared with the ignorant samsari? So that is the question. That is because there is a contrast. There is a distinction between an ajnani samsari, totally steeped in samsara vyavahara, and this jnani who is there, who is indulging in the vishayas only because of prarabdha, means he gets hooked to these vishayas on account of prarabdha. The distinction being that in the jnani, harsha, shoka, desha, raga, etc. are not there at all. They are not there. He is totally free from them. Yat padam prepsavo dina shakkadya sarva devata aho tatra sthito yogi na harshamupagacchati. Aho shakrabhyaha sarva devataha api prepsa dinaha et varante tatra sta yogi et vishabhoga harsham na upagati. Harsham upagati. Aho, the sense of charity, or it can be vocative. Sambodhana, address to the Guru. O Guru, hey Guru. Aho. Shakradhyaha. See, the Shakradhyaha. Indra, etc. Shakra is Indra. Indra, etc. All these devatas also, yat padam prapt api, even though devataha saha, Shakradhyaha sarva devataha api. All these deities, all these devatas also, yat padam prepsavaha. So, prepsavaha, desirous of those who desire to gain which pada, which state. What is that state? The state of jnana nishtha, or gaining atma sakshatkara. The state wherein the mind is totally absorbed in the atma sarupa. As a result, what is cognized is atma and atma alone, totally free from the adhyasta drishya prapancha. Yat padam prepsavaha. Prepsava means praptum icchantaha, desirous of gaining. But what is their lot? Dinaha vartante. They are dinaha. Shochaha. They are in pitiable condition. Why? Not because of not being able to get the state of absorption in the Atma Swarupa. So dinaha means that they are in a pitiable condition, in a shochaha, in a very sympathetic condition. Why? On account of not gaining this pada, they are vartante. Says tatra, in that Satchidananda pada, in that state, in that Swarupa. What is that? Which is called as Sat Chit Ananda. The ever-existent principle, the very knowledge principle itself is Paramananda Swarupa. Tatra Sthitaha Yogi. The yogi, who is that yogi? Labdha Sakshatkaraha. The one who has got Sakshatkara. Sakshatkara means at will the mind can get absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. One can abide in the Atma Swarupa at will, without effort, spontaneously, effortlessly. That is what is Sakshatkara. So, yogi, that one who has accomplished such Sakshatkara, Sita, how? Because he has discovered and directly cognized the identity between the individual Jiva Tvam-pada and Tat, the Parameshwara Pada, or the basis of the entire creation. So therefore Sthitaha, the one who is abiding in one's own Swarupa, which is the basis of entire Jagat, that yogi, Vishaya Bhogat, on account of some bhogas, experience of Vishayas, that also on account of Prarabdha, he says, Na harsham upagacchati. He doesn't get delighted on account of that. He doesn't get delighted on account of that. So that means he doesn't get harsha. It's upalakshana also, that is, if Vishayas are not available, udvignaha na bhavati. He doesn't become sorrowful if the Vishayas are not available. And only because he is indulging in some Vishayas, he is not delighted, because his ananda is such that these Vishayas can never add any joy to him, but perforce he has to get indulged in that on account of prarabdha karma. That is, even if he loses the Vishayas, he is not, that is, sorrowful. So that is means he has no harsha, shoka on account of Vishayas. What is the condition of a ajnani samsari? No. Harsha means if Vishaya bhoga is there, gets delighted, otherwise totally gets dejected. So this is the contrast between the ajnani samsari indulging in Vishaya bhoga and the jnani indulging in Vishaya bhogas on account of prarabdha. So therefore, so this jnani, if at all on account of prarabdha, he indulges in the Vishaya bhoga, he should not be compared to these animals carrying the, animals means samsaris, carrying the load of samsara. A tattvajnani, a atmajnani cannot be the slave of vidhi nishedha of the scriptures. They are meant for ajnani and not for the jnani. To reveal this, it is shown that jnani is totally free from papa, punya. They are all papa, punyas are antakarna dharmas, the features of antakarna. They have nothing to do with the atma jnani. Tadnyasya punya papabhyam sparsho hentar na jayate naihakashasya dhumena drishyamanapi sangatihi. Tadnyasya. Tadnyasya means jnaninaha. So the one who knows the tattvam padartha and its one who knows the identity, aikya of tattvam padartha, jnani. So one who has nishtha in the atma jnana, tadnyasya punya papabhyam, add saha, with punyas and papas. So punya papabhyam saha antaha Sparshaha nahi jayate. So these punya papas are actually the antakarana dharma, the features of antakarana. So therefore antaha means of this antakarana dharmas, the features of antakarana. Sparshaha means sambandha. Na jayate, doesn't take place. Such a sambandha is not there. Suppose if sambandha is there, what will happen? The needle of ahankara is there. I did these good things, I did those bad things, I got punya, papa, one has to account for them in terms of punarjanma and the bhoga in accordance with the papa, punya. But this person, because having no identification with the body and no ahankara, therefore he has nothing to do with this antakarana dharma, the papa, punya. So antaha na jayate. It is also told by Lord Krishna, Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. Just as the fire of knowledge totally burns all the karma phalas, good and bad, papa and punya. To this effect, that a jnani has no connection whatsoever with the papa punya, an illustration is being given. He akashasya dhumena ad saha drishyamana api sangatihi na ad asti. Here is the piece is well known illustration. Akashasya dhumena saha sangatihi na asti. Akasha, space, so has na sangatihi, no union, no association, no contact with what? Dhumena saha, with the smoke. How do you say so? We find that is smoke in the space. Is there no union? That's why I say drishyamana api. Even though for our eyes it appears as though the smoke is in the space and therefore smoke is in contact with the space. Space being the most subtle, all pervasive, has no contact, no sangati, no association whatsoever with the smoke. So likewise, so for a superficial observer, it may appear, oh, this jnani is undergoing drishta sukha, drishta dukkha, as though sukha dukkha, therefore he must be having the papa punya. If at all they are prarabdha, not that new ones cannot get hooked to him. So therefore he has no connection with the papa punya, and therefore the vidhi nishedha. Do this and don't do that, which are meant for jnani, do not apply to a jnani at all. The question comes, if karmas are done, how do you say that there is no contact, connection with the papa punya? The reason is, jnani is not subject to the niyamas, the injunctions, the rules of vidhi and nishedha. So, how will we seeing now? So, these rules of vidhi and nishedha are not applicable to jnani. Even in the field of laws, the laws are applicable to specific persons, not all as such. Depending on the individual, the laws apply. Likewise, So these laws of vidhi and nisheda do not apply to whom? The jnani. How? Let us see. Atmaivedam jagat sarvam jnatam yena mahatmana jnatam yena mahatmana yadruchaya vartamanam tam nishedhum kshametakaha. Yena mahatmana idam sarvam jagat atma, add iti jnatam, atma iti jnatam, tam yadruchaya vartamanam, kaha, add vachaha, nishedhum kshameta, nishedhum kshameta. To this jnani, who is this jnani? Yena mahatmana, by this mahatma, mahatma here is jnani, by this great person, who is that? Jnani, yena mahatmana. Idam sarvam jagat, this entire jagat is what? Atma eva. He doesn't see the jagat different from Atma, it is nothing but Atma only. Iti jnatam, directly cognized, sakshat kritam, tam, to that jnani. And how is he living? Yadrichaya vartamanam. Yadrichaya means prarabdha vashat eva vartamanam. He conducts himself in life purely or totally on account of prarabdha only. He has no desires of his own, no raga dveshas on his own. So therefore, yadrichaya means prarabdha vashat eva vartamanam, who lives, say, unto that jnani, kahavacha, which injunction of the Vedas, of the Shastras, nishedhum kshameta. Kshameta means is capable of nishedhum, to prohibit, don't do this. So here nishedhum is upalakshana for pravartaitum also. So which injunction can dare to enjoin this jnani, do this, and also prohibit him from don't do this? No, they don't apply. For whom do they apply? To the one who is the doer. Do this, don't do this, apply to the doer. And who is the doer? Ahankara, one is identified with the embodiment. Atma is akarta, free from ahankara, so therefore these vidhi nishedas do not apply to jnani at all. They don't apply to jnani. So one may say here, no, sir, you are telling this on the supposition that jnani lives purely, mainly on account of, or totally on account of prarabdha vasha only. He doesn't have desire, he has no raga dvesha, etc. We question that. So jnani also has got raga dvesha, and he also lives on account of raga dvesha. So how can your statement be applicable to jnani? So no. Only jnani is the one who is capable of giving up raga dvesha. No one else can be able to do so, and you can't say jnani has got raga dvesha. It is just not possible. From his vision, when everything is mithya, what he would like to acquire and what he would like to give up as nothing, it is not possible. So you can't say raga dveshas are difficult to get rid of, and jnani also has got, and therefore he lives by prarabdha only and not by raga dvesha is not correct, cannot be said. The answer is here. Abrahmastamba paryante bhutagrame chaturvidhe vidnyasyaiva hi samarthyam ichha nichha vivarjane. Abrahmastamba paryante chaturvidhe bhutagrame. In this bhutagrama, bhuta samuha means in this entire world. And what type of bhuta means? Beings. In this world comprising 4 types of living beings. What are those? Chaturvidhe bhutagrame. There is adjective chaturvidha. 4 types of bhutagrama. What are the 4 types of? As we know, Jarayuja, Udbhija, Svedaja, Andaja. Mammals, etc., born from womb, Jarayuja. Udbhija, those which are born splitting the earth, vegetation. Svedaja, the born of sweat or little heat. So they are like lice, mosquitoes, such things. So, and finally, others are andaja, born of eggs. So, the 4 types of species, those 4 types of living beings. So, chaturvidhe bhutagrame, in the entire creation, wherein all these varieties of living beings are there. So, beginning from where? Abrahma stamba paryante. Beginning from the Hiranyagarbha Brahmaji onwards to any living creature, he says, in this world, creation. In this entire creation, only this person, the Jnani alone has got the capacity to be free from raga, dvesha, ichha, etc. Vidnyasya eva. So in the case of vidnyasya, so one who has got the Atma Vijnana, not simply bookish knowledge, not simply some information picked up from the Shastras about Atma, direct knowledge, aparoksha jnana, aparoksha anubhuti, sakshatkara is there. So vidnyasya eva, ichha nichha vivarjane, to give up, to abandon. What? Ichha and anichha. Ichha, desire, raga, asakti, anichha, dvesha. So no ichha means dvesha, means to give up or abandon raga, dvesha. Vidnyasya eva hi samarthyam asti. Only this person has got the samarthya. Jnani alone has the samarthya to give up the raga and dvesha. So therefore, his life is not motivated by raga dvesha. It is only on account of prarabdha. And when the person is living on account of prarabdha without identification with the embodiment, for him vidhi nishedas do not apply. Because do's and don'ts are meant for the person who has got the total identification with the embodiment, who is the ajnani samsari. Not only that, on account of this advaita jnana, the knowledge that me, the Chinmatra Swarupa Atma and Atma alone is there, there is nothing other than that Advaya Swarupa, Jnana oneness God. For him, anything other than Atma, being means Anat, so-called Anatma or Vishwa, being Badhita, means having discovered that in reality anything other than Atma doesn't exist in Kalatraya, doesn't exist in the 3 bits time, and because of this, for this Jnani, there is no cause of fear. So there is no cause of fear at all. He has no fear on account of anything. So with this, the Shishya is concluding his reply to tell Guru that in the case of Jnani, all Vyavaharas are possible, but of course depending on the prarabdha of the Jnani and not on account of Ichcha, Aniccha, not on account of Raga, Dvesha, but it is only totally due to prarabdha only. Atmanamadvayam kaschid janati jagadishvaram yadveti tatsa kurute na bhayam tasya kutrachit. Kaschit jagadishvaram Atmanam Advayam Janati Saha Yad Veti Tat Kurute Tasya Kutrachit Bhayam Na Ad Asti. Kaschit Jagadishvaram Atmanam Advayam Janati. Kaschit Janati. Some person, some rare person knows, means gains the knowledge of Atma. So that Kaschit, someone shows that to gain the Atma Jnana is difficult. One among the many he may be able to gain it. That is what Lord Krishna also has said in the Bhagavad Gita. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. One among the thousands of people may put forth effort to gain this knowledge. And among those who are putting forth, someone may only gain the knowledge. So that is what rare. So that's what that means. I think better we give up the effort, is it not? No. It is to emphasize the necessity of extra effort and not to take the pursuit for granted. So one should be very industrious in gaining the Atma Jnana. No lapses or no lack of effort must be there. So that be the, so Kaschit, someone, so knows, means has the knowledge of what? Jagadishwaram Atmanam Advayam Janati. Jagadishwaram, the Parameshwara, the creator of the entire creation, stands for Tatpada. In the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, the Tatpada. So Jagadishwaram, that is Tatpada. Itself is Atmanam Tvampada. The Tatpada, the very basis of entire creation, the creator, sustainer, and the annihilator of the entire Jagat. Same thing is what? Atmanam Tvampada, me, Advayam. Advayam here is Abhinnataya, as identical. This is Tattvam pada, the abheda between tat and tvam. So advayam abhinnataya. So as identical, janati, sakshat karoti, saha, such a person, such a jnani who has got the aparoksha jnana of Atma Swarupa identical with the Parameshwara Swarupa, of course both free from upadhi, that person yadveti. Yadveti means on account of prarabdha in a particular context, etc. So in the particular context, so this is to be done by me. How? Badhita anuvritya. That is important. So this jnani considers by badhita anuvritya, knowing fully well everything is Atma Swarupa, only no reality whatsoever. Whatever that is drishya, Vishwa is also is what truly doesn't exist. And yet, on account of prarabdha, he says, whatever he considers, this has to be, this is my duty, kartavyam iti. So yadveti saha dahi tat kuruti. He certainly does that. He certainly does that. And to such a person who acts totally on the basis of prarabdha, even his decision to take to the particular karma is in the context of prarabdha only. That is what he considered to be so. So tat kurusagayat tat kurute says tasya, to that jnani who is acting totally based on prarabdha, kutrachit bhayam na asti. Kutrachit, of anything. What of anything means? Here or hereafter. Na bhayam asti. He has no fear at all on account of anything, either here in this world or hereafter. In fact, for him, hereafter in the sense, he has done papa and therefore he will go to Naraka, or he may go to Swarga. Swarga also is binding in nature. So like that. Or here. Why? What is the reason for that? See, the bhaya hetu is what? The cause of fear is dvaita. And this dvaita itself is what? Badhita. Is badhita in the wake of advaita jnana. So by the very atma jnana, which is advaita in swarupa, so anything else than atma, which is dvaita, is badhita, truly not there. Vastutaha na asti, kalatraye api vastutaha na asti. That is what? Badha. So by that knowledge, that in 3 periods of time, this in reality, this dvaita is not there, and on account of that, he has no fear either on account of anything in this world or hereafter. Not that he has got hereafter, but the fear that, I may go to hell or I may be going to heaven, etc. Such fear is not there. In this manner, the Shishya replies that this jnani cannot be confined to any do's or don'ts, and even if any Vishaya Vyavahara, Vishaya Bhoga is seen on the part of the jnani on account of prarabdha, such he cannot be compared with the ajnani. This is a place which can give to wrong notion or wrong which can be taken to wrongly by those who don't have vairagya. So see, jnani can do anything, yes sir. So jnani can do, but they don't know at what stage they are. Because of this wrong notion or wrong conclusion or decision, many have taken to licentious life or permissive life after reading Ashtavakra Gita. That is the danger in Ashtavakra Gita. Even though Atma Jnana is not there, Vairagya must be thorough. One should know for certain how Vishayas are like Visha. So Vishayani Vishavat Tyaja. So that should be known thoroughly. So otherwise one can land in trouble. So that is one point, that is a word of caution. In this manner, Janaka has cleared the scrutiny or test by his Guru by pointing out the fact that Jnani may take to all Vyavaharas, but of course depending on Prarabdha and not guided or goaded by Raga, Dvesha or Ichha. The Guru wants to test the disciple much more thoroughly. So he has come to know that the first examination the Shishya has cleared. But he is not going to leave him at that point. He wants to test him still further, for which in the 5th chapter, in the 4 stanzas, the Guru is advising, recommending the disciple to take to Laya. Laya means repose or rest or get dissolved or get absorbed in Atma Swarupa. Withdrawing the mind, get yourself absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. Listen very carefully. Actually, this is to test the student. Test the student to find out at what level of jnana he is. Actually, it is like an earlier objection only. Objection or asking him to do something which is redundant, but it appears to be very relevant or appears to be the one which is needed. Both these standpoints are dependent on the level of accomplishment in terms of jnana by the mumukshu or this disciple. So first let us see what has been advised by who? Ashtavakra. Then we will analyze the relevance of it. What exactly was the purpose of Ashtavakra in recommending this, what is called as Laya Yoga. So, or Laya, the accomplishment of absorption of the mind in the Atma Swarupa, or extinction of all the Drishya Jagat, or that is extinction of the Drishya Jagat, or making the mind repose, rest in Atma Swarupa. So first let us see what exactly is to asked by who? Ashtavakra. Nate sangosti kenapi kim shuddhastektomicchasi sanghata vilayam kurvan evameva layam braja. Shishya, O Shishya, disciple, te, to you, kenapi na sangaha asti. You don't have any sangha with anything whatsoever. You have no connection with anything whatsoever. Kenapi, what is that kenapi? Deha, body, geha, house, etc. So all vitta, mitra, kalatra, putra and all these things. So are also things like ahankara, mamakara, I-ness in the body, mindness, with all such things, yutikena-api, so na sangha asti, sangha is connection. You have no connection whatsoever with any of these. Any of these. Why? Do you know who you are? Says, Shuddhaha, add tvam. So you are Shuddha. Shuddha means here, asangaha. You are totally free from Drishya Jagat. You are totally unconnected to Drishya Vishwa. So Shuddha, add tvam. So you who is asanga, kim tektum ichhasi. What you intend to give up? So what you intend to give up? Because here intend to give up, tektum is also upalakshana for upadatum. What you intend to give up or to acquire. Why? You have no connection whatsoever with the anything that is there in the creation. Why so? You are Shuddha. So you are Shuddha, Asangaha. So the one who is Asangaha. So therefore what you do, better do this. Because you have no connection whatsoever and therefore Sanghata Vilayam Kurvan. See, any connection comes because of identification with the body. So this identification with the embodiment. So best thing to do is what? Sanghata Vilayam Kurvan. So what is Sanghata Vilayam Kurvan? Aham Dehaha iti Nirasanam Kurvan. Nirasanam, rejection, removing, termination of what? Aham Dehaha. So I am the body. So this notion to be totally abandoned, doing this evam eva layam braja. In this manner only. In this manner means in the form of removal of aham deha, that I am the body, etc. notion. By removal of this, layam braja, get your mind absorbed in Atma Swarupa. Actually, all these are instructions for nididhyasana. Therefore, you may say, yes, what the Guru has advised is perfectly correct. One has to withdraw the mind from the Drishya Rupa Jagat and has to make it get absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. So that's Atma Vare Shrotavyaha Mantavyaha Nididhyasitavyaha. Having ascertained the Atma Swarupa by Shravana, by Manana, having cleared all the doubts, one has to take to Nididhyasana by withdrawing the mind from the Drishya Jagat and make it absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. Actually, these are the instructions for Nididhyasana. The question comes whether these instructions of Nididhyasana are relevant to who? Janaka, in view of his Atmanubhava, he has already revealed. So that we'll see, we'll analyze and find out after. First, let us see. So what are these instructions for Laya? Second stanza. Udeti bhavato vishvam varidheriva buddhaha इति ज्ञात्वैकमात्मानमेवमेव लयं व्रज भवतः. So bhavatah add sakashat. From your proximity means from you. Bhavatah add sakashat. Vishvam, the entire jagat, udeti is born. How? Being not different from you. The entire jagat is born from you, being not different from you. Udeti. How? For which an illustration is given. So iva. Iva means here, yatha, just as varidhehe budbudaha iva. Iva means yatha, just as varidhehe, from the ocean, budbudaha, the bubbles are born. When from the ocean the bubbles are born, but bubbles are not different from ocean. Likewise, from you, when the Jagat Vishwa is born, that Vishwa is not different from you. And therefore, iti ekam means what is there is only eka atma swarupa alone is there. Iti ekam atmanam jnatva. So in this manner, jnatva, having known, having got the knowledge of ekam atmanam. What is the eka atma? As I already seen, sajatiya, vijatiya, swagata bheda, rahita. Such limitless atma, having gained the knowledge that evameva means by in terms of this knowledge of oneness, that Jagat is not separate from you, Jagat is born of you, like the bubbles from the ocean, the bubbles are not distinct from ocean. In this manner, Jagat is not distinct from you. In this manner, layam vraja, get absorbed yourself, you get your mind absorbed in Atma Swarupa. Here one may say, look, when the Jagat is directly perceived to be distinct from me, how do you expect me to merge the Jagat in me, the Atma Swarupa? So how the Vilaya, so how the dissolution, how the merging of the Jagat in Atma is ever possible, because we what if directly perceive it, Jagat is to be different from me. So for which the answer is now being given. So this way you merge the entire Jagat in you, which is not the Jagat which is not distinct from you. Pratyakshamapyavastutvad vishvam nastyamale tvayi rajju sarpa iva vyaktamevameva layam vraja. Pratyaksham api vyaktam vishvam. Pratyaksham api vyaktam vishvam amale tvayi na asti ad eva. Amale tvayi na asti ad eva. Avastutvat rajju sarpaha iva. Avastutvat rajju sarpaha iva. Add tasmat evam eva layam vraja. Evam eva layam vraja. Yes, no doubt the Vishwa Jagat is available for direct perception. Pratyakshamapi. So, pratyakshamapi vyaktam. Though this jagat is manifest and is available for direct perception and appears as though different from me, Atma, true. Even though then this Vishwam, Pratyakshamapi Vyaktam Vishwam, this Vishwa Jagat, so which is manifest and appears, is available for direct perception, even then Amale Tvai Nasti. In you who is Amala, Amala is Shuddha Swarupa. In you who is Shuddha Swarupa means totally free from Adhyastha Jagat. So means which has no Mala, the impurity of Prapancha. So Amale Tvai, Tvai means Atmani, in you the Atma Swarupa. Nastiva, it is not there. How do you say it is not there? The reason is given. Avastutvat Rajju Sarpaha Iva. Because it is avastu, it is not real, it is false in nature. Avastutva. It being false in nature, like what? He says, Rajju Sarpavat, like the snake seen in the rope. No doubt, there is a snake perceptibly seen, yet it is false. What is there is only Rajju, the rope only. So Rajju Sarpaha Iva. Therefore, what you do? Evam eva layam vraja. So, in this manner means this Pratyaksha Vishwa is not in me, Amala, because it is false in nature. So, me is the Shuddha Swarupa, Amala Swarupa, Atma only, and therefore withdrawing yourself from the Pratyaksha Vishwa may get absorbed or get dissolved or repose in Atma Swarupa, which is Amala, free from Adhyastha Jagat. Even by prarabdha, when so the dvandvas come to you, so what you do? So knowing fully well your swarupa, see, disregarding all these dvandvas, make your mind get absorbed in the swarupa. That is told in this Samadukha, Sukha, Purnaha, etc. We'll see in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।